We have our heal quick. I'm assuming we do. Yeah, right there. We have
So
heal
fix our
lack.
lack, maybe?
Um, my Harbinger, you're on quickness, right? Yes. Okay. Um, we are missing our lack. All right. We actually don't need him for now because we're actually going to spend the first probably hour working on what's called greens because it's a mechanic that everyone needs to know how to do. Even only 3 people actually do it. But knowing how to do this is an easy way to get you into groups, and it's not that hard of a thing. So you can get as far in here as you would like. It's not going to pull the boss. Let me just go drop some markers. Alright, welcome to Doom. Um, how many people do we have new to Doom? I think it was only like 3 people? Yeah, we have 3 people. Let me just preface this by saying 3 people is honestly a lot new to Doom, especially because we don't really have optimal roles. But I would put this as one of the hardest bosses in Guild Wars 2. So, if we don't get a kill or don't get to 50%, don't feel bad. If we get to second greater, I see that as a massive win. I'll explain what that is later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and start on pre-event. What pre-event is I want everyone to be over here on Spiral. So, Doom doesn't actually get his fat butt off the throne until we prove ourselves worthy. And the Reapers start excuse me, and the Reapers start pouring in. Because he is the god of death, we can't actually kill him, and we are trying to seal him. And the Reapers are doing this statue, or this ritual. It is our job to protect the Reapers. Doom is going to summon 3 types of ads to try to kill these Reapers. The first ad is going to be a giant skeleton. It's your guys' job to run around the room and kill these. The first one is going to spawn here on Spiral. The second
Hello.
one... Yes?
I just saw the message asking if I was coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Yeah.
The squadron command's in there.
Okay.
Um, the second skeleton is going to spawn over here on Square. The third skeleton is going to crisscross over here towards Arrow. Fourth over here on Circle. Don't worry, just follow the group if this gets confusing. Then back over here on Square again, and lastly, um, over here on Spiral, and then Doom will actually get his butt out of the throne. You just kind of make a Z, and then you go back to Square, then Spiral. Okay, this second type of ad is completely my job to deal with. It's a flesh golem, also known as his messenger or Doom's messenger. It's going to aggro to whoever is the first to attack it, so I don't want anyone to attack this thing. It's invincible and it dies after like 10 or 15 seconds. So it is my job to just tag them and run them around the room away from group. They have a AoE that does a massive amount of damage, so it is important to never be in this AoE. If you accidentally tag it before me, that's completely fine. Just go away from group and don't let that thing touch you. You'll know that you tagged it, 1, because it will be following you, and 2, a message on your screen that will say you are now fixated by the messenger. Alright, the last type of ad, and it's not that scary, it's these little spiders that are going to appear along the room. Don't worry about them, but every time you walk over them, I want you to cleave them. Don't stop, because you have to keep moving. But if too many of these build up, it's a bad thing. But it will be fine. Any questions on pre-event so far? All right, this brings us to the mechanic that we are going to be practicing, and this is called greens. So, Doom will be watching us protect these Reapers, and it'll kind of make him sad. So every 30 seconds, he's going to look at a Reaper and just straight up kill it. However, because we are not dead and we're in the FBI, open up! And because we're in the realm of the dead, we can actually take this bullet for him, and this is what's called a green. So a green circle will appear around a Reaper, and you just go in there, and it kills you, turns you into a little bubble that you float up into the sky. And if you look up at the sky, you'll see all these orbs flowing towards the center. You need to waka waka 5 of those orbs, just like Pac-Man, and then it respawns you. Now, there are 2 important things about this. One is, you see that giant beam of light in the center? Not the, like, larger one around the center beam. The actual beam itself is a bug zapper. And as was demonstrated, if you fly into it, it will straight up kill you. So if you ever do a green, it is very important that you do not touch this laser. Also, you have 15 seconds to collect each orb, which is plenty of time as long as you don't panic. Now, the last thing to worry about up there is all those orbs actually correspond to a ad that's about to spawn. So if we do this correctly and choose which orbs we are getting, we can eliminate what spawns and what doesn't spawn. For example, we are going to try to get the largest orb, which will prevent any skeletons from ever spawning ever again once we complete the pre-event. So, the large orb always spawns two positions clockwise to where you went up. Other than that, you will want to get 4 small orbs. You don't want the medium-sized orbs because it throws off my kiting timing. But if you do get it, or get a medium-sized orb, it's not the biggest deal. Just let me know so I can adjust. Any questions on green?
Who's going to be doing the greens?
We'll get to that. Okay. But did anyone have any questions on green? Alright, can I have you type X in chat if you have never done a green before or you don't know how to do a green? Because we are spending the first section of this learning how to do greens. Cool Eng, you are going to be green 1. Ellen, you are going to be green 2. Trudor, you are my green 3. This will change later because it's optional to have certain classes do certain ones. But just for pre-event, that is what's going to happen. The first green is going to spawn as you guys are killing this one here, depending on your DPS. So for my G1, leave this one early and start heading towards arrow. This is going to be the first green. From then on, they will spawn every 30 seconds clockwise. So the next one is going to be 30 seconds later on circle. And it's going to be about when you guys are leaving or the circle ad that you're killing. The next one is heart, and it's going to be about when you guys are over here killing the last one, depending on your DPS. I will give you call outs for then, but it's not that scary of a thing. Just don't panic. Don't rush, but don't take your time. Also, one thing of advice you can do is, let's say I'm in the air right now, and I'm over here. I got my big orb, and now, oh crap, there's no orbs. I can actually use the pull of the center, because it will pull you inward, to kind of rush by right over here. It speeds me up, and now I'm on the other side. Just don't touch the center beam. We'll go ahead and do a ready check to practice some of these pulls. Alright, I'll begin the fight. Once again, don't touch my flush golem. He is mine and mine alone. Alright, we need to be a little bit faster in our DPS. G1 is in 5 seconds. Go ahead and head over there. If you're not doing a green, do not be in that. Alright. That green was a fail, but that's okay. Okay, we need to be moving a little bit faster. Here is green 2. It won't time you out. It will literally just drop you down. I did not explain the bombs, but good job. If you get a special action key, go to the corner. I'll explain that after this. Alright, green 3's in 4 seconds.
Bring this one down.
Alright, we'll go ahead and GG. So, my greens, what happened? I'm not upset, I'm literally asking because I can't see what's going on up there. You collected 4? Okay. Yeah, you need 5. As soon as you get that 5th one, it's going to teleport on there. So just keep walking till you hit, or till you are there no more. 1 large, 4 small. Additionally, I think it was our G2 missed their greater. Remember, it's always, or their large orb. It's always going to be 2 positions clockwise to where you went up. So circle, yours is going to be over the square marker. And arrows is over the heart marker. Hearts is over the star marker. Correct. Also, due to just inherent latencies in this, I recommend aligning yourself radially first. So so that way it would come into you and then run through it. Just because sometimes due to latency you'll run and think you hit it, but you don't hit it. You'll see like a little explosion every time you hit one. Confused with the height of the orb? There is no heights. They are all on a singular plane. You'll go up, you'll bob up and down for a second, and then you'll be on the plane, at which point you can grab orbs. You can still move while you're going up and down, but there is no, like, I have to fly up or down. It's just on a 2D plane. Alright. Last mechanic that I didn't explain for pre-event is starting, usually after green 2 goes up, there is going to be a bomb mechanic. Somebody is going to get a special action key. How I want us to do this is we are taking it to X. Now, the special action key detonates it early. In pre-event, this is fine. Once Doom actually comes to us, this is not fine. The reason we don't want to press it, or why we want to press it early in the pre-event, is because there's only a set number of bombs that happen. So the more that we detonate earlier, the more time it gives us to set up for Doom, rather than somebody having to head over to X as Doom walks down. Why we do it, or why we don't do it during Doom himself, is there's not a set number, and they always spawn after a set time interval. And we are trying to get it so that way bombs align correctly with mechanics that I will explain later. Alright, did anyone have any questions? Also, sorry chat, how are you guys doing? Trace, thank you for the bits that you gave me a heart attack while I was explaining a raid. Alright, here we go. So it's worth noting that the skeleton will always kind of change positions over there, but he will always be over there. Alright, green 1 is spawning here. Green 2 is here. Okay, you guys are a little bit behind pace for killing these things. Be mindful when you do press that special action key, because there is a large blast radius, and you want to avoid killing me. Nice, so far we haven't missed a green. Alright, head over by Triangle, and that's where we are going to be tanking Doom. I'll get... Oh! So, the reason everyone died there, try to res people, is somebody had a special action key and did not take it to X. So I'm just going to have you guys just DPS Doom just so you can kind of see what he looks like, and then we'll explain what all those mechanics do. Alright, let's go ahead and GG now. Phenomenal job. Everyone did greens correctly.
Yeah?
Everyone got their orb and everyone lived.
How'd you do that?
Congrats, you did greens correct, or you now know how to do more than most people on Doom. Did anyone have any questions about pre-event? Yeah, green 1 is always arrow. Well, it always starts arrow. The reason there's 3 greens is going up has a cooldown of 90 seconds. So green 1 is also green 4 and green 7.
So I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
That time I had a special action key and my green was spawning.
That's fine.
Should I dump the bomb and then jump on my green, or would the green take away?
In pre-event, you go up and then you can detonate it up in the air because it's far enough away that's not going to really do any damage. During Doom, you would still wait for it to expire. And ideally, you get to like 4 orbs collected, wait for it to explode, and then just grab that last orb. But if you're panicking about time, then just go up, bring it back down, and it explodes. What do you do with special action key again? So special action key is a time bomb that has been placed on you, that if you go downstate or it expires, or you press a special action key, it will explode. So special action key detonates it early, and all you'll do is take it to X and press special action key. As long as that there's nobody near you. So like if I'm right here, don't detonate it on X. I'll wait till I get away. Don't worry about people that just came down from their greens. They're immune to all mechanics for a little bit. Alright, so now that you guys know pre-event, let's talk about Dhuum himself. My tank, have you ever tanked Dhuum before?
I have never tanked Dhuum,
Okay.
but I have cleared Dhuum, so I approximately know where
So-
the places are.
You want to get it so that way your group is standing right where I'm standing. The reason for that is a messenger comes right here and walks towards this Reaper, and you want them to cleave it down with no issue. You also don't want him to be on top of triangle, because doing a lesser dip in that location can mess us up during the greater, because then G1 can't get to their Reaper. So I always advise you just kind of tank him right here. It's just a few feet off of this pillar wall right here.
Ah, yes, the camera wrecking places.
Yes. My advice for tanking whenever you're up against the wall is just to rotate your camera 180 and still stare at his butt as if you were DPS.
Okay.
Because there's no sidestepping that needs to happen. And then so after he does his lesser and comes up, because you don't want him to choose you and you move preemptively. So after he comes up, you are going to move over to here. And then depending on what strategy we're doing, tank G3 would be right there. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave my new people doing greens. Except the only change that I'm going to do is, who is on G2? Alright. Just do your first G2, because I'm taking over all the rest. Kiter usually does G2, just because they have high mobility, and G2 is always in an awkward place, so I can just run over there really easily. However, I'm dealing with all the stuff during pre-phase, so I cannot do my first green. So you'll just do the first green too, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. For my G1, you have kind of the second most awkward one. Your first one's real easy right here. Your third one happens basically as Dhuum spawns, and it's going to be right here. Your next one is going to be right over here on triangle, as a mechanic called a greater dip is going to happen. I'll explain what that is to the group in a few, but just know that when we're all right here looking towards the center, that this is when your green happens. And that's probably as far as we'll get today. Yep, so it's always going to be 3 clockwise to your last one. Yep. So your first is arrow, second is square, third is a triangle. And then it would go heart, but we're probably not getting that far. Alright. Did anyone else want to learn greens, or does everyone else know how to do greens? I will take the silence as everyone knows how to do greens. Okay. So, now for Dhuum himself. For all my DPS, you are basically going to be standing right on his heel and DPSing him. You don't have to move, you don't have to do anything. Standing right behind that heel that sticks out is going to make sure you don't get hit by those bunch of circles that happens whenever he auto attacks. and for cracks. Now, what cracks are is at something 15. I don't remember the exact minute. I think it's 8:15 or 7:15. He is going to turn around, smash his scythe into kind of the center of the room, and a bunch of cracks are going to shoot out from where it impacted. These cracks will explode after a few seconds, and anything that they hit, they do some damage to, but more importantly, they fear you, and it's probably going to get you killed. Most notably is at any point, if you walk up the stairs towards Doom's throne by getting feared or something, you will just drop dead. So don't ever go into Doom's throne, because that's his throne. Alright. Next is still that special action key mechanic. We are taking it over by X, but we are waiting for them to expire. Be careful as you run over here, because cracks can spawn. You can jump them, you can dodge through them, you can do whatever you'd like. It's just important that you wait for them to explode. The next mechanic that he is going to do is called a dip. Now there's two types of dips, and they alternate between each other. The first that you're going to see is what's called a lesser dip. He is going to dip into the ground and come up on a random person. Now there's a 1 in 9 chance that this goes really poorly for us, but we're not going to worry about that. Wait till he surfaces back up before you move. Once he finishes surfing up, he is going to drop, or once you see him coming up, you don't need to wait for him to fully come up. But once he comes up, he is going to do an attack where he drops a large AoE that you must get out of. What this is going to do, 1, it does a lot of damage. 2, it rips your body and soul apart from each other. And there's going to be a glowing orb that you have to get within the next 5 seconds or you will drop dead. So if this happens to you and you see that ball and glow of light, please dodge in, grab it, and dodge out. You can probably only live in there for a second. It hits like a truck. Alright, once you see him move, you are going to head over towards Spiral. Not exactly on Spiral, but you're just going to be standing right here and beating him up. Same mechanics are going to happen. He'll do cracks. We're still taking bombs to X. However, at 6:25, I may have the minute wrong, but at the 25-second mark, I am going to ask for the person with the special action key to detonate it early. Please don't be on group. If you're like right here, that's completely fine, and then come back. The reason for this is a mechanic is about to happen called a greater dip. What a greater dip is he is going to dip into the floor and emerge back in the center, at which point everyone needs to have your character facing at Doom. Green 1, this is where your green 3 will spawn, and you don't have to worry about doing this mechanic because you'll go up right before the bad thing happens. But pay attention because you'll need to know how to deal with it for second dip or greater dip. So you will look to the center because there's going to be 2 knockbacks. 1, it's going to knock you back from whichever way you are facing, and the second is it's going to pull you towards him. That first knockback is going to rip your body and soul, and you have 5 seconds to retrieve it, or else you will die. The second is going to pull you right back in, and ideally, if you are standing kind of right here, it's going to knock you back into the wall, and then pull you right back into your soul. After then, you get a bunch of condies placed on you, which our healers will be cleansing off of you. It's a bunch of stacks of torment. Any questions so far? Alright. We'll go ahead and do a poll. Here we go. Don't beat up that messenger. Cool. Watch is going to be running.
Maybe you'll think twice next time.
Someone has aggro of a messenger. Take it away from group. Please don't lawnmower your friends. Good job getting to your green one. Okay, we need to be a little bit quicker. Also, let's go ahead and GG. We had someone miss their orb. Or miss their green. Not miss, but fail green. No worries, just don't panic on it. That's the biggest advice I can give. Also, don't wait for orbs to spawn on your side, just keep moving. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the Messenger and Enforcer will sometimes swap positions. But you guys should be doing like full raid rotations on here, because you guys are a little bit slow on the DPS side.
Glorious combination of skill.
There's G1. Nice.
That's refreshing.
Here's green 2. Nice, our DPS is looking a little bit better.
That had to hurt.
Also of note is don't ever stand in front of the skeletons. They have a cone attack that hits like a truck.
Protected.
There's G3. Let's go ahead and GG. Partly because lag, partly because Guild Wars 2 is an amazingly designed game, but the hitbox for the orbs is actually like slightly past the actual orb model. But keep trying to hit it until you see that little explosion that happens. Sounds like most things here hit like a truck. Doom doesn't if you're the tank. The tank receives like less damage in here, so outside of positioning, tanking is real easy on Doom. There's nothing you have to watch out for. It's also worth knowing that because we have a lot of Condi people, which is actually ideal for Doom, you guys... What was that lag? Sorry, I almost died. You guys can actually leave Um, though skeletons a little bit earlier. You don't actually need to see them die. They can die to condies.
Calm before the storm. By my will.
Nida.
What? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and GG. You sucked into the beam? Yeah, no worries. I know veteran players that fail their greens quite often. It's one of those things that sounds easy, but there's many ways it can go wrong. My best advice is just don't panic. Yeah, 25% works. Yeah, you actually want a lot of condies on this fight. Because there'll be plenty of times where you cannot go near Dhuum, and you still want that damage ticking so that way phases happen. Also, he never phases, so condies is just inherently better in nature. All that fun stuff. We'll give a ready check and we'll get this started. Yeah, so the adds here take increased damage to power. So it'll look like you hit like a truck in pre-phase, but then the damage kind of falls off during normal phases. Yeah. Ready when you guys are. Reza and Kate Drari. Solasta said 5 minutes AFK. Okay. We'll do another poll. There's nothing wrong with more green practice. And then you just get to hear Dhuum crap talk us more. Oh, that was our...
Use this orbit energy to
Remember, we are taking bombs to X. And X is on the other side. Here's green 3. Nice.
Go forth, my minion.
Yeah, they'll leave over there, and it just helps me know where to stand. Just having one of these. I told you to come with me. Oh, we missed the green. Alright. It was fine because it was a practice poll. Welcome back. We were just doing pre-event pulls. They probably did go right through you. Just so if you're still bobbing, you actually can't. Well, you can, but you can't get an orb. It's just difficult to grab an orb. Other than that, I usually. Hold on. Why don't we do this? Let me link my Twitch and I'll do a green, just and you can watch. And then let me know when you're ready. And I'll just do green 1, and then we'll GG. I don't know why I re-ready checked. Alright.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors naturally.
The compact is sworn.
Conclusion of your legend.
So I'm just doing kite things while I wait for green to spawn. And I'm heading over to green.
Fast as the wind.
So don't take this green. So as I head up, I'm already moving towards heart. I sit there and I kind of wait for that. Alright, I've seen the explosion, now I'm free to collect. There, I try not to get that because otherwise it messes up kiting and I'm done. So see how I kind of wait on top of an orb? Let's go ahead and GG. So see how I'm kind of waiting on top of an orb till I see that explosion? That's kind of what you want to do. Yeah, it's always going to spawn 2 markers clockwise to where you are. So, like for example, I did arrow. As soon as that green killed me and I started heading up, I was already making my way towards heart. Yeah. Ignore the X marker. And then I'm just kind of waiting on top of whichever orb I'm trying to grab till I see that visual explosion, and then I'm moving on. And then I try to not get the medium-sized orb, which I don't think I actually got. It's not the biggest of deal. It's... In pre-event, it doesn't matter. In when we're pulling Dhuum, the way the timings work nicely is I don't have to deal, or I deal with kiting as soon as greater happens. So as soon as that happens, I'm rushing over here. I'm grabbing this guy that is on star, and then I'm heading over to arrow, which is my next green. However, if you get if somebody grabs a medium and doesn't tell me, then as a as the greater is happening, there is going to be a flush column right here that we also have to deal with that gets a little scary. And so it just more mentally helps me with timings. Getting 2 kind of offsets whatever that did, but it's still not ideal. I wouldn't worry about it too much, just let me know if you did get a medium, just like ping your sky scale or something. Alright, did that make sense to everyone?
Do the mediums spawn in a specific spot?
Nope, they're completely random.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Either works. Alright, here we go.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors.
Eat pain.
Watch out for that messenger.
You seem to write the
Oh, somebody has it.
of your legend.
Just bring it. Just go out of group.
Conclusion more natural than death.
Don't lawnmower your friends.
Fury rising.
That is some weird delay.
The compact is sworn.
There's G1. Ow. I tagged you. Ignore that guy. Alright, let's go ahead and GG. So for a person that this is their first raid ever, I promise you they are not this difficult. I would say this is the second hardest raid in the game.
Go big or go home, am I right?
Which Kadim is the hardest?
Q1. There's so many ways Q1 can go wrong. QTP is not that bad. It just requires a bunch of special rolls, which is why I don't take new players to it. Alright, here we go.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors.
Watch out for that messenger.
For great justice.
Okay, I got it.
There is no conclusion more natural than death.
Oh, I precast that poorly. Also, one thing that mildly helps me is there will be these orbs in the center of the room. Please don't touch them. They give you a speed boost and it's to help me. It's not the biggest of deal if you touch the DPS orbs, but it makes my life easier. Watch out for that. It's accurate to somebody. Alright, we have G1 in 9 seconds. Alright, stack up and start stacking boons. We're just gonna continue. Did you get the big orb?
Attack my target.
I need everyone to stop what they're doing and head across the room. Except for the tank. Tank, stay there. Alright, that's bad, but oh, we die. Alright, we saw dip. Alright. We'll give it more pulls.
Mortals, you believe yourselves safe.
Yeah, it wasn't my first boss, but like one of my second bosses was Largos. 0 to 10, don't recommend.
And fast as the wind.
Especially when I was like 6 months new to the game. Actually, I think it was only 4 months then. That was a fast-paced fight that I wasn't ready for. And then I went to Q1 and I ate every single shockwave. Merrick took me to a cairn for my first one, and then I joined Pang on Largos into Q1. Yeah, Q1. Where are my orbs? Oh, they must have just gotten eaten. Green 3. We're gonna go ahead and continue. Somebody has my dude, just be careful. Green 1 is spawning here. Alright, you're taking the green 2. I'm taking this. You are green 2 now. Green 2's in 10 seconds. Start heading over there. Green 2's on, over here where I am. You are forever G2 in this fight now. Bomb out of group, bomb out of group. Wait for that to explode, do not detonate it early.
The dragon waits.
Alright, here is cracks. Watch that as you come back. Alright, dip, and we're moving. Watch the cracks. Bomb, take that to X. Here's G3. I don't know why I went into that. I confused myself. Alright. We're gonna continue. Blow that bomb and come back. Don't take that bomb out. Alright. Look to the center. You saw greater dip. Alright, so two things went poorly there, outside of just the greens. So for main group, that bomb that happens at 6:35, or if you have a bomb at the time of 6:35, blow it and come back to group. So if you know that it's going to happen soon, don't head all the way to X. Just kind of head out, or stay out here, blow it, and then come right back. If the next bomb, if we're setting up for greater, stay in group because it's going to dispel. Whatever you think would help you. And then so for greater, you'll come over here, back to kind of right here, not back directly on the wall, just a few feet out. Look to the center, and just wait for it to happen. But we did really good there. I panicked and took a green that I wasn't supposed to. we go.
You believe yourselves saviors. Naturally. You seem to like them.
But nobody get frustrated. We're like almost to where I thought we were gonna call it. Like percentage-wise. So we're looking really good. You guys can leave that skeleton. You don't need to be there. Oh, that hurt. Take that to X. And you can just detonate it now. It doesn't need to exactly be on X, but as soon as you know that you're not gonna like immediately kill anyone, the blast range is about the fog of war on your minimap. The outer edges, you're not gonna kill anybody, but anyone like halfway, you'll just straight up kill. Okay, we lost green 2. We're gonna continue.
Dhuum's gaze falls on me. That's refreshing.
Pretty much the only one you have to worry about killing is either the whole stack or me. Nobody else should be like so far away. Because people coming back from greens have immunity. Green 1 is coming up right here. Alright, I'm just going to take it. You're now G2.
Attack my target.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
This is G2. Alright, let's go ahead and GG. So, my advice for G1 is you kind of don't head to triangle to set up. Instead, you are setting up to go do your green. Commonly, it's done by banners, so what they do is they run over there and throw down their banners and then dip out. What do I have you on? Might actually be time to just do more optimal green. And assign people to it. Okay, we'll start doing optimal ones. Okay, so my first one is going to be my banners. Can my banners do G1? That way we can start learning Dhuum. We'll have Riggs on G1. Reza, can you be my G3? And anybody who wants to be first green 2. Whether that's somebody that was practicing it or somebody that feels confident, I'm good either or. Type a 2 in chat if you want to be my first green 2. Yeah, I need a green 2. Okay, awesome. Which marker is it? It's going to be circle, like right as you guys are over there. And then you don't have to worry about it ever again. Alright. We'll get a ready check.
Mortals.
I'm fast as the wind.
Saviors. Naturally. You seem to like the conclusion of your mission. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
how he just constantly talks smack.
Doom's gaze falls on me! Barrier up! Good luck.
By my will.
Doom's gaze falls on me!
We are going to continue.
Doom's gaze falls on
Here is G3. There might have been a little latency on the last one as you were running out of time. That would be my best guess. But I also disagree with the game very frequently. I'm not even saying that to be mean.
Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to Doom. Attack!
I didn't drop spirits. Oops.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Okay, there's cracks. Watch them. Next, we're gonna have dip. Here is dip. Move. Watch the cracks. Alright. Here is my G3. Alright, everyone's not spread out, and I see you guys taking damage. Literally stack on me. Alright, here is crack. Blow that bomb and come back. Alright, next bomb, you're staying here. Okay, it's me. G1. Look to the center, look to the center, look to the center.
I see.
Grab your soul, grab your soul.
See a light.
Do not go to the center, the suck hurts a lot. Alright, tank, go ahead and try to tank him in the center. After he does a dip, you're gonna move him over by circle. Alright, from now on, after that bomb, you guys are taking it over by spiral for your bombs. Alright, so all you're gonna do to or where you want to tank him? Right here. Just, oh, we missed a...
Okay, so closer to.
Oh, I
circle
didn't.
than-
Okay, I know what happened. So, phenomenal job. So here's where we go back to that third type of ad, which I just kind of have been sweeping under the rug for now, which are my spiders. Now, I don't know what the Star Reaper did to piss off Doom in the past, but he did something, because all spiders are just going to naturally aggro onto Star throughout this fight. So it is, and he is always at risk of dying to them. It is very important that before you guys meet up on Triangle and start stacking boons, is that you run over here and make sure Star is clear. Also, if any of or if one of my Scourges wants to just kind of be a safe boat any Necro, they can put a Flesh Worm right here. And then the ads will attack the Flesh Worm instead of the Reaper. It's not the biggest of deal, but it does save some groups. You don't need Epi in this. Sounds good. Did anyone have any questions up until that grader? Now that you've seen all the mechanics that I brushed up upon. Alright. So while Dhuum is sucking you all in, it's important that you guys, or the tank makes their way kind of right over here, because you want to keep him in center right as this phase ends. And you're just going to tank him so he stays on this little bead dot. And then everybody else, you are heading over to Star to clear out any ads that might have spawned and are killing the Reaper. You can also heal up the Reaper for my healers. Yeah. I will be heading over towards Arrow, so that way I can do my green. We stay here tanking him till he does his dip, or his lesser dip, and then we move over to here. For tanking, you just kind of want to stand right here. The next tanking rotation is you just move over right to here. So that way we have our back towards this wall right here for our grader. Lastly, and ideally we get the boss down to 10%, but I know we don't have the DPS for that. This is where Dhuum requires kind of a heavy DPS check, otherwise it gets real sketchy. From there, you go over here. You then... We'll say here, I'll be honest, I don't know where to go on after this, because you're in real big trouble if you need to go, or you need to see a fourth lesser dip.
Okay, so do I tank him in the center after every grader, or just the first?
Just the first.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a lesser pool in the center.
Makes sense.
These pools last a long time, so it's more of just we're trying to manipulate where they are. And then once we get over towards here, there's not many good spots we can stand left. I think what you're supposed to do is you come back here over to Star, or Triangle, and you do the pattern again, but I'm unsure on that. Alright, so, actually let me see how far we did get him down. Let me check Log Manager, and I might explain the next mechanic. When do you put Worm down? You can put it down now. You just put it right here. Yeah. How far did we get him? Load my log manager. 65. So we actually almost saw the next mechanic. So at 60% becomes Shackles. Shackles, depending on your DPS, are going to spawn when you guys get him here, or over during circle phase. Ideally, it's while you're at the center, but in lower DPS groups, it's at circle. What Shackles do is two people are going to be shackled together, and static electricity is going to zap between the two of you. And you two will take a lot of damage for how long you guys are standing near each other. The way to get rid of shackles is you need to spread out. The easiest way to do this is one person is running to throne, and the other person to stairs. It's, yeah, social distancing, shackles, whatever you want to call it. As soon as that visual electricity is gone, then you are free to rejoin the group. It's more than 6 feet. It's like 30 feet, but I get the joke you were saying. You'll know that this mechanic happened. One, the edge of your screen will kind of be glowing. You'll see static electricity. You'll be taking a lot of damage for no reason. Two, Doom will say join one another in sacrifice, meaning that this mechanic has happened. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are part of the mechanic. It just means the mechanic happened. You can also look at your buff bar. Alright, any question on shackles?
Yes. Can the tank get shackles?
I don't believe so, but it wouldn't surprise me. The other person would just need to run further away. Pretty much what it is you pick either throne or stairs, and you just run that way till shackles goes away, as long as like the other person is not running to the same location with you. Any question on shackles? Alright. And then because once you see 60-30 is not that hard to reach, I'll explain the last mechanic, or the second to last mechanic of this. At 30%, he gains a new move called the Suck. If you have ever seen Reaper use Greatsword 5, this is exactly the move he's going to do. In a direction, usually at the group, he is going to place down a cone. That cone is going to slowly pull you in. Additionally, there will be 3 claws that come up and pull you in. The claws have their own hitbox, and you do not want to be in Doom for this. After the claws reach him, he is going to swing his scythe and pretty much insta-down whoever is in this cone. So just get out of the cone, and you will be fine. That's about as much of Doom as I want to explain right now. Don't get sucked in the cone, and don't touch the claws.
I chose you.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally. You seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
I'm bad. Oh, that's a GG. Sorry, I zoned out there for a second. And I let him touch me. By the way, how's everyone liking Daddy Doom?
I kind of like tanking it.
Doom is fun. The voice is sexy. Would a food platter help? Not enough. If you're talking about to try to avoid one of the DPS thresholds, food's only going to help you like 2% of your damage. And we're like 10% off that threshold. There's no like hard, this is good, this is bad. Previously, I used to suggest that you be able to bench 25k in order to DPS on this fight. I don't think that's needed. Just to learn a fight, I think being able to do like 28k is going to help you immensely in this fight. And 28k is not that hard to hit once you really learn a class, but I don't know, DPS is subjective is what I'm trying to say. do, 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 do. Oh, we lost someone. We're gonna go ahead and keep going.
Dhuum's gaze falls on me. Use this orb of energy to your advantage. That's refreshing.
Here's G1. Nice.
We'll be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to Dhuum.
I am your end.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
I almost killed myself. I almost killed myself twice. Watch the cracks. You need to grab your soul. If you got knocked back, you need your soul or you will drop dead here. Oh, I guess you grabbed it. Nice. Okay, we have... Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Look to the center, look to the center, look to the center.
I see a light.
Pick them up. If... Clear out star, clear out star. What hit me? I wasn't in a... Oh, we'll go ahead and GG. Wow, I have quite a bit of a delay. Out of curiosity, since you're kiting, do you plop in another healer? We do have another healer in. Ideally, we shouldn't have another healer. Like, Druid is supposed to be able to kite, heal, and boon stack. But I'm just being lazy because we have another healer. When I had the bomb and I needed to look to the center, what do you do? So, or 1 second, sorry, I'm watching my stream to see what downed me. What? I wasn't okay. That tilts me. Alright, so, that bomb after the one that detonates is going to disappear, so you didn't even need to leave stack. That's what I was trying to tell you, come back, come back, come back. It just disappears. And then you just look to the center and do your greater as normal. But we are looking good. Oh, I guess I was just behind on my stream. There wasn't that big of a delay. I believe in you, cool Eng. By the end of this, you will merge a green 2 legend.
dragon's steel. May the sands take
Doomsday falls on me!
you will obey. The dragon waits.
Fury rising! Doomsday falls on me!
Somebody has my TD. Just be mindful of it.
That's refreshing. Maybe you'll think twice next time.
Doom's gaze falls on
This
me.
heavy motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
I am your end.
All right, good job, everyone.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage. Protected.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Go remove him.
Fury rising!
Doom's gaze falls.
Protected.
Where's our downstate?
A wonderful combination.
Guys, we need to be resing this.
Green.
Okay, this next bomb you're blowing at 35.
Fury rising!
Calm before the storm.
We need to res them. Someone take that green. Someone take that green. Someone take that green or we die. Okay.
I see.
You guys need to go separate ways. I didn't think he was going to get back there in time. Hopefully both of you are alive.
Res your tank.
Doomsday falls on me!
Alright.
Alright, nice. We're looking great. Shackles are in 7%.
Feel it strength.
Doomsday falls on me!
Join one another in sacrifice.
Shackles. Nice. You can come back now.
Protected.
Look to the center. Look to the center. Look to the center. Look to the center. Grab your soul.
Doomsday falls on me! Fury rising!
Alright, stack up for next position. Watch the cracks, they're going to be through us. Be careful of where you are standing.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
This is me. Alright, move. If you got hit by that, you need to get your soul or you die.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Someone has my TD. Just be careful of it.
Structural integrity compromised.
Doomsday's falls on me.
This is next G.
Go pick up Rat.
Yeah. I try to pick him up, but now I'm up here getting orbs.
Okay.
There's one,
Look to the center. Look to the center.
3,
I see a light.
5. Okay. Resing.
Alright, that's going to be a GG. Phenomenal job. You guys saw third grader. Alright, next it's just kind of doing that, but with better DPS. As ideally we would like to be, that was 40%. Ideally we would like a 30% DPS increase there. So you can see where Doom has hit a heavy DPS check. Is because ideally we don't like to see that third grader, because things can start going real wrong there.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally,
You will obey.
conclusion of your legend.
Take that.
There is no conclusion more natural than death.
Doomsday's falls on me.
Someone has aggro of that. Nice.
Doomsday's falls on me. Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
As Twitch chat just watches my scuffed kiting.
Doomsday's falls on me.
Right, make sure we're clearing out Star before you guys leave.
Refreshing.
Doomsday's falls on
This
me.
devotion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
Future advice for the worm is you want to put it basically on top or right in front of the Reaper, because you don't want to take aggro of it by your thing just smacking it. Otherwise, we're looking good.
Doomsday's falls on me.
I was in. Okay, that's on me. My bad. I was like half a second late dashing into my green. Whenever you get to the last two orbs, your heart starts pounding. It'll be like that for a while.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally,
And then eventually you'll just be like so casual you fail them because you thought you had way more time than you did.
there is no conclusion more natural than death.
As I just lawnmower that worm.
Doom's gaze falls on me!
I need healing. Seriously.
Doom's gaze falls on me! That's refreshing.
Struggle no more.
It's early enough on. We'll just GG. And I would offer to take G2 if somebody else was kite. I just traveled. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't matter who takes it, because it's just pre-event that you're doing it during.
Would I just be taking the first G2 or all of
Wait,
it?
you've never done orbs?
I have done it.
No, the Ek people. That's what we were I asked who was new to orbs. That was what the whole first hour of the training was supposed to be, was teaching people how to do orbs. That way if if I yell somebody needs to take that green, you're able to take that green. Alright. We're gonna make you do a green 1, or a green 2 just once at least. That way you know what it looks like. Okay. Do you remember the explanation of what you have to do? Okay. So, a reminder that you are this first circle, and yours is going to, or the big orb is going to be over square. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally. You seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
Doom's gaze falls on me! Doom's gaze falls on me! Doom's gaze falls on me! That's refreshing.
Doom's gaze falls on
This
me.
setting motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to Doom.
I am your end.
Go get them!
we are looking good. My G3. Okay, this next bomb is the one that gets blown early. Okay, can I head near group but not on top of group? It's a little soon. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Alright, back to this wall, back to this wall. Look to the center, look to the center.
I see a light.
Hello? Really, game?
What happened?
1 second. It wasn't letting me get it. Someone has my thing. Sorry, there was a bug where it wasn't letting me get my soul. I got my soul, but that's why that TD happened. I'm sorry that you took the bullet for that.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. Head over. Actually, that's.
Think faster.
We'll manage.
Yeah.
You must like me. Watch your footing. Doomsday falls on me.
Join one another in sacrifice.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Shackles. We're just gonna tank him in the same position after this. It'll be fine. Look to the center. Look to the center.
I see.
Grab your soul.
I see a light.
Struggle, submit, flee.
Doomsday falls on me.
Your life is mine. Join one another in sacrifice.
Shackles.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Fast as the wind. Beware the foes. Watch your footing.
Watch cracks. It's through the group. This is my green. If someone can take that messenger for me.
I see. I see a light. Separate.
Thank you. Watch the cracks.
Protected.
I got them.
Doomsday falls on me. Until next time.
One another in sacrifice.
Okay, we are 10% from the suck.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Shackles, bomb out of group. Or come back, come back, come back, come back. Look to the center, look to the center. Grab your soul.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Alright, we're taking kind of where near this where that stair starts. Over here. That's fine, works.
Over there? Okay, that's fine.
Watch cracks. Out of the dip, and we're restarting the tanking pattern. Just come over here.
Doomsday falls on me.
Join one another in sacrifice.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Suck has begun. Careful of the suck.
Join one another in sacrifice.
I see a light.
Struggle, submit, flee. No matter. Your life is mine.
No, I die here. I believe in you guys. Don't worry about me. Just DPS. You're 13% till essentially a kill. Star's looking a little rough. After this, I need a healer to head over there and heal up Star. Watch the suck and cracks.
What?
Really good
Heart
attempt.
died. I don't know what happened.
What?
Heart died on that one.
One of the Reapers died, yeah.
I know. I'll be down to work on that.
Yeah. Real good attempt. Sorry, I forgot my green was next, so I didn't call out someone to head over there. Alright, we'll wait a minute. Alright, so now it's time to explain the last mechanic of Doom, as if there weren't enough. So, at 10%, Doom is going to explode and kill all of us, including the Reapers. Once again, because we are in the realm of the undead, this is not going to actually kill us. Instead, we are all going to become ghost orbs and proceed to need to walk a walk of things. However, this one's way less stressful. You don't have to worry about any size orb, and you have 30 seconds to get your 5 orbs. As soon as this explosion happens, I will be issuing a ready check. Press yes once you have finished your Ghost Pac-Man phase. And then you are going to this whole room is going to become a health hazard. With this center of this room, kind of where it changes tones that I'm running along, is going to be a dome that Desmina will use to protect us. We will need to run out, or press F to channel a ritual, and then run back in. Once all 7 rituals have been channeled within a small period of time of each other, Doom will float back down from the sky and we can DPS him. We will probably have to do this twice. Once we reach 10%, whatever time we had left on the clock doesn't matter, whether we had a lot or a little, because now we have a 2-minute DPS check to do this ritual, come back and DPS Doom. So, once you float back down, I want you standing just outside one of the bubbles and press ready. And once I see 7 readies, I am going to call for us to run out, press F, and then come back in. Boons are very important here. The 2 being very important is we will want quickness up, because it affects how quickly you channel. And secondly, protection needs to go up. So basically, just throw boons all in the center, and we should be fine on this. Should we select markers beforehand? Kind of. The only thing that's guaranteed is whatever marker you started on if you were doing a green. So for example, G1 is always going to go to arrow. G2, which is me, is always going to go to circle, regardless of who covered for me in the first. G3 is always going to do heart. And then we're not going to really cover who goes where in case people die throughout the fight. You are still first green 2, yeah. Basically just stand there and go to whichever position you don't see somebody go to. If at any point we have more than 3 people dead, this fight probably isn't doable in the last 10. Because we need 7 people to channel. Some classes can do doubles. I think the only one being a Spectre, but they will probably die being out there for so long. Does this make sense to anyone? Thief, yeah, they can do 2, but then they die. The tank might be able to get 2, but we don't have a scrapper for super speed. Alright, here we go.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally,
Concentrate.
you seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
I was so early on throwing that.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage. Doomsday falls on me! Use this orb of never to rest. That's refreshing. Protected. Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
No pain.
What is set in motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
Stack up the boons. What? Is it how I said the boons? Or did it aggro?
Use this orb
Sorry, I
of
was
energy
stacking
to your
stuff.
advantage.
You need greens with 3 orbs. Sometimes there's like orbs literally on top of each other.
I'm fast as the wind. Feel the pain. Refreshing. I feel energized.
Watch out for that. Nice.
Doomsday falls on me.
Life after death. Torment is my ally.
I chose you.
You will obey.
Come back with that.
I see a light.
Alright. Let's go ahead and GG. So, reason we wiped there. Somebody got a medium orb and didn't mention it. And so I was in a bad position. It's on me, but I didn't call out the 635 bomb, and somebody was out of position for it. That's also on me. No worries. We'll probably run this for 30 more minutes. Is that Moose Guy rating as always? Our training's rating? Probably. Then yes.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors, naturally.
As I like, every time I resist the urge to troll by turning on CM. If you're curious, CM just adds a higher DPS check and a linebacker that will insta kill you if it hits you. It just bounces from wall to wall.
There's one practice run where we got that linebacker stuck in a corner, which was real nice.
Yeah, they'll do that sometimes. I say as if I do Doom CM, but I don't. Make sure we pick the person up that went down to that. Oh, we'll just GG. Terry Tate office linebacker, basically. It's one of those CMs that doesn't sound bad, but the real CM is just the higher DPS checks. Yeah, but that's more manageable.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors, naturally. You seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than
The real reason is I just wanted more practice on Droid Kite. Huzzah! And that's why we're at Doom. Yeah, sorry, Rix. I had things. I was busy with bomb.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Revolution can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to Doom.
I am your end.
Oh, I'm doing
Watch
such a
out for
bad
this
job
messenger.
kiting. because I have like so little control on these things.
Oh, watch out for this.
Fury rising.
That's a bad location. Just stay here. Come back over here.
Yeah.
Bring that bomb off of group. The next one's getting detonated at 35. So when I say detonate on 35, it needs to come off group.
Oh dear.
That's a GG. Yeah. That always seems to happen at least once whenever I train Doom.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors.
Fury rising.
You seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
No worries. God, I am so bad about timing that staff 4.
Until next time.
That's refreshing.
Rise and serve.
That feels better. That's refreshing.
You didn't... That's GG. Sorry, I was kind of in the wrong corner. I don't know if it timed out or if you detonated it early. Oops, as I'm now failing on kiting.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally, you seem to write the
Someone has aggro of that one. Pick them up. Just restart. We'll just restart or start the fight as soon as we get everyone gets in. Someone is aggro of that one.
Not enough endurance. Did that What is set in motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to Dhuum.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
Doom's gaze falls on me!
Sorry I'm being so quiet as I'm like focusing way harder than I should for kiting. Watch cracks as you come back.
Protected.
Oh, I killed my dude. Feel sad. G3?
Concentrate.
Or this next bomb is getting blown off stack at 35. You don't need to be too far away from us. Just gonna stay in the middle. Load and come back. Look towards the center.
I see a light.
Come here. I have light. Doom's gaze falls on me.
I see a light.
Head to the next marker. Shackles, good. Our DPS is looking a lot better.
That feels better.
Out of that green, unless you're supposed to be in it. Watch the cracks, it's to a group.
Join one another in sacrifice.
Shackles, look to the center. Throw out Condi cleanses. And we're moving tanking positions.
I challenge you.
Clear out Star.
Join one another in sacrifice.
And we're setting back up. Watch the cracks, Shackles. Cracks through group. Be careful of it.
on me.
And you guys are moving.
You must let
one another in sacrifice.
Shackles out of group. We're gonna have Suck Your Soon cracks through group. We're gonna have a suck mechanic here soon. Or a... Yep, there's suck. Oh, that's near me.
I might not make it.
Oh, I lived.
I see a light. Come here.
Pick your friends up. We're at 27. We're looking good. Make sure we res our friends. Next. And we missed our Reaper. Really, that was our best attempt yet. I know we got further in other ones, but that was actually our best attempt yet. We looked a lot more clean. It was fine. I self-rest myself. What got the Reaper? G1 was missed. Alright, we have time for about 2 more good pulls.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally, you seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is
Someone has that. Just be careful. Someone took the next one.
Protected.
Good job clearing that out.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Careful of that.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have your soul?
Oh, your tank is down. Oh, your tank's dead.
Alright, GG.
I was not expecting him to turn that way after the dip.
He'll point to who he was coming to, and then he'll, I keep traveling back. And then he'll appear under that person. So don't start moving until you see him come up from his dip. Quickness Doom. Yeah, and if he hits you, he steals all of your boons. Also, he steals all boons whenever a greater happens.
Mortals, you believe yourselves saviors. Naturally, you seem to write the conclusion of your legend. There is no conclusion more natural than death.
Use this orb of energy to your advantage.
He's aggro to somebody in there.
You got me.
Just be mindful of where you drop your shades for that first one, because I cannot take faster than a shade can. Or you can just keep doing as you're doing and just take it off grip. It doesn't really matter.
Protected. I am mighty. Protected.
I love the music in this wing.
It is fight music. It's like a very horror music esque theme or thriller.
What is set in motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
I am your end.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Protected.
Nice.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Bomb out of group. That's going to be an expire one. You can come back. This next bomb is getting blown off stack at 35. Blow it and come back.
Doom's gaze falls.
Alright, here comes Greater. Look to the center, look to the center, look to the center. Grab your soul.
I chose you. I am protected.
Life is mine.
Someone take my green. Someone take my green. Just be in there, and then I'll need a res.
Help me over here.
Res.
Feel the pain.
Move.
Ah, seriously?
You need to get your soul or you're drop dead.
Oh, I accidentally got it.
Reinforcements.
Okay, just be off stack and you'll be fine. Watch the runes on the floor. Shackles, nice.
History is mine.
Look to the center.
I chose you. Doom's gaze falls on me. Protected.
Go forth, my undead minion.
Nice. Good recovery. Shackles.
Watch your footing. Refreshing. I feel energized.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Ah,
I overcommitted to that. I die now. Oh, no, I don't. Pick her friend up. Guys, you should be rezzing right now. Okay, we saved one of them.
Protected.
Where's our other downstate? Look to the center.
I see a light.
Oh, let's go ahead and GG. Alright, we'll give it one more pull. Yeah, you have to immediately get out of that fire. As soon as you, like, get picked... Why do I keep doing this? As soon as you get picked up, you have immunity to anything that will kill you for, like, the next half second. And then that half second, you have to get out of the fire.
Yeah, I was resing someone up that was inside of that AoE, and as soon as they get up, they just immediately go down.
Alright, here we go. One more good pull.
Feel the pain.
There is no conclusion more natural than death.
Oh, the wind blew my door shut and freaked me out.
Use this
I thought Trace was here, giving me another jump scare.
That's refreshing.
Oh, I didn't tag that.
Doom's gaze falls on me. Doom's gaze falls on me.
Why is it not letting me click on it? Oh.
issue. Fury rising.
Doom's gaze falls on
What is
me.
set in motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
I am your end.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
I'm fast as the wind.
What? Thanks, Triss. Sorry, someone jump scared me. Alright, next green.
Did that hurt?
Not there anymore.
Alright, this next bomb is getting detonated at 35 off of group. You can just bring it to the center. Blow it and come back. Nice.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Look to the center.
Life after death.
I see a light.
I challenge you.
Protected.
Feel my wrath.
Go get them.
Unloading.
You're overloaded. Get away before you explode.
Bombs off group. Good job. Almost feels like you don't need the callouts anymore.
Fury rising.
Assault elite. Separate.
Out of that.
Maybe you'll think twice next time.
I'll destroy you all.
Watch the cracks. They're near group.
By my will.
Join one another in sacrifice.
Shackles.
Assault elite. Separate.
Protected.
I see a light.
Fury rising.
Get your soul.
Doom's gaze falls on me.
Life is mine. Join one another in sacrifice.
Assault elite. Separate.
Shackles. Separate. Watch cracks. They're going to be near group.
Refreshing.
Doom's gaze
Energized.
falls on me.
Oh dear.
That's fine. That's actually fine. Just tank closer to that next Reaper. So that way we don't get knocked into it.
Assault elite. Separate.
So like tank right here. Yeah.
Feel the pain.
Watch the suck.
Feel my wrath.
Doom's gaze falls on
Next green was G1. Or G3, sorry.
Join one another in sacrifice.
Look to the center.
Assault elite. Separate. I see a light.
Submit, flee. No matter. Your life is
The compact is sworn.
Try to pick our friend up if we can. Someone take this. Alright, you have no G2 now. Or a kiter. Somebody needs to kite that.
Yeah, someone got
Watch the suck. Someone pick up Eng. Alright, I'm gonna need somebody at next green. It's gonna be on triangle.
I'll go. Shoot, there's triangle.
We missed a... Alright, head over towards hearts. You need to head over to heart quickly to kill that enforcer.
There we go. Gonna pick you up.
Try healing the Reaper as well.
It's center.
Look to the center, look to the center. Everyone grab your soul. You're 6% till phase. Try to pick your friends up.
Your tank is currently down.
Pick the tank up.
Okay.
You need a backup for this G1. Somebody needs to be in this green. Big DPS. Move. Okay, just DPS the boss. You're 3% till phase. Somebody is going to need to do this next green in 2 seconds. Perfect. Okay. I'm issuing a ready check. Press yes if you are dead or you have returned to the ground. You guys are going to head out once, everyone to a marker, or facing toward a marker. As soon as the ready check pops, you're going to go. Run out. Somebody's going to need to get 2. Then run back in.
I don't think we...
You did not get it. So everyone set up. 3, 2, 1, go out. Somebody needs to head to the square marker. Nice, everyone back in. Back in, DPS, DPS, DPS. You have 40 seconds.
Oh, one of my skills wasn't working for some reason.
Alright, that's going to be it. Go ahead and GG, because you have 15 seconds and you're missing too many people for that. But congratulations, everyone. That was a phenomenal last poll.
That flesh worm was kind of big brain there.
The what?
I used the flesh worm to teleport onto the second.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
seal.
Alright, so you have now seen the whole fight. I'm not going to really bother with any reviewing of mechanics logs, because Doom is pretty... There's so many moving parts that it's pretty easy to see where things went wrong. As it's kind of just pass or fail. But if you had any question, let me know.
More just something to mention. Now that everybody knows, the whole fight, we can't show it right now, but after the fight, there will be a chest behind Doom's throne. You need that for one of the legendary
I can actually show you
collections.
where it is, but yeah. You just won't be able to loot it. Alright. Everyone walk into Doom's throne. We'll show you how to glitch onto Doom's throne. Just walk in there. Oh, not teleport, just literally walk in. Alright, now res him. And you're gonna immediately head towards the throne. Hey, and now you're past the kill plane. And now you can
It's
help
an
Rose as well.
invisible wall.
Oh, is there an invisible wall? They added that now?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, there is a chest behind the throne. If you want, you can sit on Doom's lap. That's about all you can do. Alright. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Hope you enjoyed Doom. I will post our best log, whether you want to review it yourself or keep it. The only thing I would advise is for everyone who came as DPS, just to work on your DPS. This is a very heavy DPS check fight that it isn't there. Ideally, you're hitting the 10% before that third grader, because you notice things start going really bad once we get to that third grader. But we picked up our DPS immensely. Like on our first time that we got far, we were at like 40% by fourth grader, and then we phased at fourth grader. So massive DPS increase. Good job, everyone. Just arrived and it looks like Moose is getting carried. I did get carried in that last one. I sacked, or our G1 was dead and nobody was able to make it, so I just sacked, and they got to 10%. So good job.
You believe yourselves saviors. Struggle no more.
We got it to 5.8%. But I will be heading off.
Thank you for the training.
Bye.